mom's curtain. I thought it was a cute background. Yeah, I had to get out the curtain. It was hot. Like, it was too hot. But the lighting looks good, so I'm gonna keep talking to y'all. What's up, you guys? If you're new or... bitch, this lighting is nice. What's up, you guys? If you're new or turning subscriber, welcome back to my channel. As you can see from the title, I'll be touching bases on the importance of having a strong mental mindset for 2020. First and foremost, I just want to say that I'm not a professional, so everything that I'm saying is just the way I cope with things and the way I feel like we can address certain things. As we all know, 2020 is coming up, and this is a new decade, a new year. And the best way I feel like we can be proactive towards 2020 is to just work on how we perceive ourselves and how we perceive the things that we want out of our lives. One thing that we have to really enforce for 2020 is what we put our energy towards, whether it's certain people, certain habits, and certain practices. We all know we love our friends, and we all have our certain circles and our certain groups that we choose to interact with from time to time. I feel like for 2020, you need to really pay attention to who you put your energy towards and what you're getting out of hanging around certain people. I always go off of vibes. I always go off of how hanging around a certain group of people or even hanging out with a certain individual makes me feel. And if I feel like I have to act differently from who I am as a person, then that person's not for me and I shouldn't be around that person. Not saying that I do not like them and I do not like who they are as a person. It's just that who I am doesn't match who they are and what they do in their life. Removing yourself from a certain group of people or even just a person is not a bad thing. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times people get afraid or they feel like they're being mean because they have to remove themselves from a certain person. You have to do what's best for you at the end of the day, you guys. Everything I'm saying to myself too. I'm not trying to preach. I just want the best for us because 2020 is a brand new year and I've been feeling nothing but motivation and aspiration for this year, and I want to share it with you guys because this is our year to grow. This is our year to chase the bag, you know what I'm saying? And I want to make sure that you have the right mentality and the right setup to be whatever you want to be this year, you guys. Like, you need to really be mindful of what you spend your time doing and who you spend your time on, because if they're not motivating you and they're not pushing you and inspiring you to be a better person or to do something more with your life, then are they really helping you? Are they really benefiting you? Are they really a necessity that you need? Another thing is your environment. Sometimes it's not necessarily the people that you're around, it's the space. Not every environment is going to work for you. And sometimes you have to remove yourself from a certain environment to really flourish. And this is obviously easier said than done, and it may take some time, but acknowledging the fact that you are in the wrong space is the first appropriate step. Finding time for yourself and even just making time for yourself where you can be in a positive space, even if it's something as simple as going to the gym. I like to go to the gym. It helps me clear my mind. It's time for myself, and it's an environment where I can release my stress. Being around certain things can influence you to feel a certain type of way. And like I said before, it's easier said than done. It's not like you can quit your job and call it a day. I'm not saying to go quit your job, sis. Bro, don't quit your job. Don't drop out of school. You know, I'm saying that there are ways you can reduce the way you feel in an environment by doing things for yourself within that environment. So if it's just going to the gym or going on walks, I heard walking and just being with oneself really helps clear the mind, reduces stress, all that good stuff. And being aware of the space that you're putting yourself in is also very crucial to having a strong mental for 2020. Another thing that I said previously was your practices. When I mean practices, I mean things that you do. Putting forth a positive mindset and putting forth a positive lifestyle for 2020 means also making sure that you are practicing positive things that can result into a positive mindset. So personally for me, one of my goals for 2020 is to be more dedicated with my YouTube career, which means that I'm going to have to practice recording and making content more than I usually do. I'm not saying it's going to be easy. I'm not going to say it's going to be a walk in the park, because obviously change is hard. Change is something that takes time, but that's why we practice. It's not going to happen overnight, but it's something that I want. This is something that I can see myself manifesting, so I have to practice. Most importantly, aside from being aware of who you are spending your time with and your energy with, the space that you're in, and the things that you are practicing in your life, it's also very important to know that it's okay to not be okay. What do I mean by that? I mean, it's okay to, acknowledge the fact that you are feeling down. It's okay to acknowledge the fact that you are not 100%. For 2020, not only do we need to be very strong in manifesting what we want, we also have to have a strong support system that we're able to lean on when we do not feel 100% or we do not feel like ourselves. It's not easy for me to talk about my feelings, and it's not easy for me to ask for help as well, but it's something that I'm open to learning how to do. I have a strong support system and I have people that I can talk to. So with that being said, if you have people, like if you have family, friends that you can trust and that you don't mind talking to, don't be afraid to reach out to them, because like I said before, you want to surround yourself with people that motivate you and inspire you to be a better person. Maybe those people that you are, being inspired and motivated by are the same people that you could potentially talk to when you're not feeling yourself. Personally, for me, God is a very important part of my life. And when I do feel down and when I do feel depressed and I have anxiety and stuff like that, when I don't want to talk to people about it, I usually just take that time to just focus on my faith and my spiritual relationship. Depending on if you're spiritual or not, finding things that you like to do individually for yourself that helps is very important. I heard writing can really reduce stress. A lot of people like to jot down how they feel on a piece of paper and rip it up and throw it away when they're done. For me, I like to pray and I like to watch motivational videos and I like to listen to music to help me. It's very important to know that we all suffer from our own spectrum of mental disabilities. This isn't something that, you should be ashamed of, but it's not something that you should also use as an excuse to not be the best person that you can be, because there are many ways and many things you can do to reduce your mental disability. It's just a matter of how you perceive what you're going through and how you decide to cope with it. Oh, sorry about that. Like I was saying, I'm very excited for this year. I want nothing but strong, positive, and empowering things out of all of us, you guys. I am looking forward to growing my YouTube channel. I really want us to get close. I would not be here without you guys. That is definitely one thing that I am so grateful and so proud of, is how much my channel has grown within this year. That's another reason why I wanted to make this video, because so many times, we get caught up with the way we are perceived on social media, and it's really discouraging when you don't feel like you have an outlet to really talk about how you feel. I absolutely love hearing from you guys. So with that being said, if you guys ever feel like you need to reach out to me, I will leave all my social media bases down in the description box. I really feel like we individually have so much potential, and I always get emotional when I say this because it breaks my heart when people question their worth and they question why they were put on this earth, because we were all made with a purpose. I never want anybody to question, dang, I'm trying to talk to you guys and be emotional and these stupid sirens keep going off. I want you to walk into 2020 with all the motivation, all the aspiration, and all the support you can get to be the perfect version of you. I hope this video inspired you. I hope it got you thinking. I hope it got you in the right vibe that you need to be in to enter into 2020 with nothing but success. Okay, I'm trying to tell you, we're leaving all that negativity, and don't be afraid to try, you guys. If you're watching this video and you're like, yo,
I think I want to make a YouTube channel, but I don't know.
Go ahead, sis. Go ahead, bro. Make that YouTube channel. You have potential. You can do it. If I can do it, you can do it. I want us to be the best versions of ourselves this year with no regrets. I want you to take that leap of faith. I want you to be proactive, and I want you to go out and do it. Okay, thank you so much for watching this video. I absolutely love you guys, and I'll see you in my next video. Oh, and if I don't see you guys until like the new year, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Holidays, Happy New Year.